It's such a delight to actually see them in a space with light on them and see the textures of the materials and the way the details play out in real life, and to see them actually taking form. Hi, I'm Mika Utzon Popov. I'm an artist and based in Sydney, where I'm working on this collaboration with Eco Outdoor.
And I'm Lorrain. I'm a furniture designer and I'm the head of furniture and homewares at Eco Outdoor, also based here in Sydney.
I grew up in Denmark with an Australian father, and so my relationship has been one of back and forth between Denmark and Australia.
All passengers and cabin crew should now be seated with them.
And I've spent the last 10 years up in the northern beaches. I'd say most of my process begins in my home, which is where my thinking process and my evolving an idea, and it's where I step out from to have those conversations and dialogues that are extensions of that. And then I come back and resolve those issues in that space.
I would spend some of my week in the office here at Eco Outdoor, and then in the downtime I would tend to do my creative work at home where I'm feeling kind of calm and I have space and don't have so many interruptions. So Mika and I had met not long after I joined Eco Outdoor, and Mika at that time was producing a large-scale bronze artwork for the Melbourne showroom called Illuminate.
After we'd done the commission in Melbourne, Ben, the founder of Eco Outdoor, invited me to Verona to come to the Stone Fair one year. And I suggested, as an extension of seeing the Stone Fair in Verona, that they come to Mallorca and visit the house, the Can Feliz, which is where my mother Lin lives. And in that visit, Ben walked in and saw the couch designed by my grandfather and just said, I think we should do something with this. In the beginning, there might have been some initial hesitation just because of the nature of intellectual property and the family, and yet that enthusiasm that Ben has for creating ideas and projects was really infectious. And I think when you and Ben came to us, there was such an understanding and an integrity around treating this the right way and making sure that everybody was happy, everyone was on board, that we knew where this was going together.
We always wanted to make sure that yourself and Lin had final say in terms of how it was going to be used, whether or not you were happy with the designs. Yeah, it has to be representative, I guess.
Well, my name is Lin Utzon. I'm an artist and based mainly in Spain, but also in Denmark, and also where work takes me, which is kind of all over the world. So, I'm Danish, and then I went to Australia because of my father's work with the Opera House. And after Australia, my parents acquired some property here in Mallorca, and now I'm living up here on the mountain where my father built his last house. The significance of the house, of course, is that it's a brilliant piece of architecture. There's something almost monastic about it, and it's a connection point for all of us. When my father built the church of Bagsvær in Denmark, he made all the benches for the congregation. And I think it inspired him, and he created the sofa. Where it is now, it's outside, and my version of it is here inside this space.
When we got back from Mallorca, Matt and Ben came up for a meeting about formulating a more concrete way of having a collaboration through this particular item, which was the couch.
And so from that one original piece, we've ended up with 8 new pieces. But my approach was to treat the original piece as a library of design detail, and then as it kind of iterated over different types, to make sure that those details were incorporated in the new designs. The original piece is in solid section teak. It's become increasingly hard for us to source teak in that sort of section and size, nor do we want to. So we've made solid planks, but solid planks in laminations to get the same size and feeling in the timber, and I think it's worked beautifully actually.
It's an interesting question because of the heritage of my father. There was a hesitation on my part, and yet I feel it's become a very good sofa. I feel that Lorrain has been fantastic. He's been here a few times. And the series that's been developed is fabulous.
One of my experiences about the way we grew up with furniture as well is that they are essentially utilitarian objects. So it wouldn't be unusual for our tables to have paint all over them. And so my memory of furniture is one of creative dialogue. It's of sharing ideas, but also food and meals. And there's usually some kind of creative process going on at one end of the table. So there's paintbrushes and sketchbooks or whatever it might be. And the family sort of slots together in those moments and share that space. I'm very proud of what we've made. Its final form is so close to the intention of the original piece. It's really beautiful, and I'm very proud of that.
I think the fact that we're being able to treat the original product with respect and have been able to work with yourself and Lin in a way that honours the design and the family lineage, and making sure that it did have the same sort of expression and character as the original pieces.
After my initial hesitation, I think that my father would be very happy to see that his sofa became something else and a big collection of various furniture.